Hi everybody, this is Amanda back with Amanda Rose Tarot, and we're here today to do another pick a card reading. So this reading was requested by one of my subscribers yesterday. Sorry if I just totally get your name wrong, but Ashwini is how I think you say it. So if that's totally wrong, I apologize. But you know who I'm talking about. So thank you for requesting that. It's a no communication reading. So if you and your person are in no communication, I've selected 6 cards to get a little bit of clarification on that. Well, actually a lot of clarification, because 6 cards should give us quite an idea of what's going on with this person. So hopefully you like this reading. Please no negative comments. I just delete them right away because I don't want negative vibes in my readings. So if we get any cards which have negative aspects, or if I feel drawn to say something that triggers you, please, do not post it on my channel. I did get a negative comment yesterday, which is fine, let go of what you're feeling, but I'm going to delete it. So you can get it off your chest, but it's not going to stay there very long. So it is what it is. It's what I'm feeling, so I say it. So I say what I'm feeling, and I'm not afraid to do that. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, or if you feel that it's directed towards you in any way. It's not directed towards you in any way. It's just the way I'm feeling about a card. I have nothing against any signs in the zodiac. I love every different sign out there. We're all actually made up of a lot of different signs. So I have no negativity against any sign. So hopefully you don't feel that way. Even if there's a negative reading and I say your particular sign, that doesn't mean I dislike your sign. It just means that there's something going on. There's something going on. So I digressed enough about that. So I don't know why I had to say that. I just felt like I had to say that. So I will also do a yes/no coin flip for each pile. So the cards that I'm using today are 3 cards from the Gilded deck and 3 cards from the Marseille deck. So the icon choices for the first reading is going to be the rose. For the second reading is going to be the paint strokes. And for the third reading is going to be the cute little ladybug. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute, let you focus on the icons and which one you're drawn towards. Okay, so if you chose the rose reading, let's look at your cards. The first card that you got is the 5 of Swords. The second card that you got is the Ace of Swords. The third card that you got is the High Priestess. The fourth card that you got is the Tower. The fifth card that you got is the Emperor. And the 6th card that you got is the Lovers. Okay. The first card that you got is the 5 of Swords. So this card is really about someone walking away. Maybe they behaved in a way that was kind of cruel, and their ego made them do it. Their ego made them have this rash behavior, and they may have bullied you, or they, somehow they wanted to overtake you or overcome you in some way, and it could have been in an underhanded way, but this person could have left with no explanation, and it was kind of insensitive, and they could have felt good about themselves at first, but then it left them feeling kind of empty afterwards. So what they did was really, it was unfair, it was unethical, and it was hurtful. It was cruel, and it was hurtful. And the next card that I want to go over is the Tower card. So this is kind of like things having to change, things collapsing, you know, if things are built on a foundation that's not solid, then sooner or later things are going to collapse, okay? So whatever had happened, um, you know, things needed to change. There was a change that needed to happen. It could have been because of the negative actions from the past. You know, this person, they acted in a bad way, and because of that, there was this catastrophe that happened, okay? And but it's kind of like a wake-up call, because you see the fire is hitting the crown chakra, so it's kind of like a wake-up call. It's your third eye opening up and realizing, you know, that maybe your beliefs that you had were, you know, they were false, you know. So this is a person who they really, they're inspired to change, and realizing that maybe things that they've done in the past weren't so good. So it's like new insights, and it's having hope. It's having hope that, you know, things will work even though there has been a downfall. And the next card that I want to go over is the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, it's triumph over difficulties. So it's having strength, it's having inner power to overcome any setbacks. It's triumph after releasing any negative attitudes or any behaviors that were negative. It's, you know, new events, because aces are about new things happening. So I feel like this person, you know, maybe in the past they had some behaviors that they acted rashly, okay, and their ego made them do it. But now they're realizing, you know, they've become enlightened, and they're realizing that what they did, these behaviors that maybe they had, they weren't, you know, it was an empty victory. You know, it was a short-lived victory. So maybe they felt good about themselves for a little bit, but then afterwards, you know, there was no celebration. You don't see anybody really celebrating but this person in this card. So maybe, you know, they felt good at first, but then afterwards they realized that, you know, it wasn't, the behavior that they had wasn't a good behavior. So then I see in this reading, I see a divine feminine, because the high priestess is a feminine, and then we've got the masculine, the emperor. So this could be a twin flame relationship, and twin flame relationships can be, you know, kind of chaotic, and that's what's in between these two cards. So with the emperor card, this person, they are kind of a authoritative figure. They do have a lot of power, but with the emperor, he's more of a mature person. He's more of a fatherly person. So he's able to temper his ego before he makes decisions. So he's not influenced by emotions. He has kind of a clear head. So this is a powerful male energy. So I think this person, they've, you know, in the past, they weren't that emperor. They were more of just, you know, a regular person who did things and was kind of cruel. But now I think they've grown, they've matured into this person who, you know, he thinks before he acts. And, you know, he doesn't do things to hurt people. He's more caring. He may not show his emotions, but I think he's, you know, he's more of a fatherly person, and he's able to resolve issues in a different way. You know, he doesn't bully people. He is powerful, but he's not a bully. He's more of someone that inspires people to accomplish their goals. You know, people look up to him. He has a lot of knowledge, he has a lot of power, and he's also very stable. So I think this person, they've kind of graduated. They've cut away anything from the past that didn't serve them. When the high priestess, I think they see the feminine as a person who has a lot of depth, has a lot of intuition, a person who knows the mysteries of the universe, also very nurturing, very caring, very self-confident, someone who could be a clairvoyant, or just be someone who is interested in learning things, deeper learning. You know, someone who has a lot of knowledge and just a desire for knowledge. Also very spiritual. They see the feminine as very spiritual in this connection. And then the last card that we have here is the Lovers. So I think they do feel this chemistry. They have to make a decision, and the decision is going to be vice or virtue, good or bad, right or wrong, you know, honorable or dishonorable. So I think they have to make a decision, and I think that they are focusing on doing that. But I think they feel this chemistry with you, and they feel like this spiritual connection with you. So I think that, you know, this connection is very strong, and it feels like a twin flame connection to me. But it's something that the angels have kind of divinely brought you together. And I think this person does think about marriage with you. They want to be, you know, like the man in your life, like the fatherly type figure in your life, the masculine, you know, or the feminine, whoever's watching, whatever. I think that they do want to overcome any obstacles of the past. Maybe they've done some things that were hurtful, and you know, because of that, there was this change, there was this wake-up call, and the old habits had to go. You know, what wasn't serving this person had to go. So it could be this person, they've been resolving their issues, they've been growing, they've been developing their spiritual side. And I think when they come back, when they communicate with you again, they are going to have some apologizing to do. It could be hard for them because they are a person who's very strong. But I think that they'll come back. They'll make a decision to come back, and they'll face, you know, face the news, you know, of what they did, and they're able to do that. I think they'll be strong enough to do that, because you know, this is a connection that's just mere words can't describe this connection with this person. So I think that when they come back, they will have some apologies to do, you know. But I think this time they want to rebuild the foundation to be much stronger, you know, so it won't collapse this time, because I feel like the foundation wasn't strong enough last time. So next time it will have to be a lot stronger. So let's do a yes, no if you pick number 1. Okay, so you got yes. So whatever you asked, number 1, the answer is yes. Hopefully you liked your reading. Okay, so on to the second reading. If you pick the paint strokes, let's look at your 6 cards. The first card that you got is the Chariot. The second card that you got is the 7 of Wands. The third card that you got is the Fool. Fourth card is La Pape, which is the Hierophant. The next card that you got is the 5 of Wands. And the final card that you got is the 5 of Cups. Okay, so in this reading, 555, we got 3 5s here. And 5 is about change. It's about freedom. It's about letting go of the old. It's about exploration, travel. And with it 3 times, it amplifies the message. So that's a clear message. And then we've also got the 7 2 times. So we've got the Chariot, which is number 7. And we've got the 7 of Wands, which is number 7. So 7 is about opening up, being empathetic to those that you love, helping them, guiding them, and protecting them. So that's an additional message. You got an extra message from your angels if you pick this reading. So let's start right off over here with the 5 of Cups. So whoever you're asking about, they're going through a lot of pain. They are still hurting. The memories of this lost love is still going over, replaying in their mind. They still feel it. It's still hurting them. They still have regrets. They're disappointed about it. Maybe they're disappointed about their own actions, and they're just replaying it in their mind, and they're very grief stricken. They're looking at all of the cups are spilled out, because this card, normally three cups are spilled and 2 remain behind the person. But in this card, all 5 cups are upright, so I see it as more positive in the Marcellus stack. So I think this person, they are going to be able to overcome this. It's temporary. Okay, so I think they're realizing that, okay, it's not everything is lost. There's still hope here. And then there's the 5 of Wands, which is about challenges, maybe family, maybe friends. There's just some challenges in this relationship. It could be, disappointments about the past are causing them to have a lot of mental, they're preparing for a mental fight. This could be a really hot situation, and they feel like it could be too much to handle. They want to win, but maybe there's a lot of different opinions or a lot of different views, and they feel like it could be a hot conversation. Like both sides very strongly have opinions. Everybody's opinionated, everybody's got their opinion. So I feel like you and this person both have a lot of fire energy, maybe, or you're just both very opinionated. And then we've got Le Pape, so the Hierophant. I know my accent's stupid, but I like to say it. Okay, so the Hierophant is about tradition. It's about longing for approval. It's about, sometimes it can be about arranged marriages or something like that. It's needing to stray from traditional, thinking. It could be that this person, they're kind of scared about thinking in an unorthodox way, or conforming. They want to conform to society. They want to be the same as everybody else. They want to be conventional. They don't want to do what's different. They want to keep up with the Joneses, do what the Joneses are doing. They don't want to be different. So I think that could be one of the conflicts here, is that maybe someone here wants to please others, please others and not please themselves. They're a people pleaser, and they're afraid to do what they want to do. That's how I'm feeling. Nothing against the Hierophant. I'm not saying anything against that card, but that's just the way I'm feeling. Okay, and then we've got the Fool. So I feel like this person, they want to do something different. They want to make a choice. They want to be optimistic about it. They want to get rid of any of those feelings of doubt. And they want to step into unknown territory. They want to do something exciting. They want to do something reckless. They don't want to be afraid. They want to be optimistic. And they want change. I think they want to change. They want to come out of this feeling sad, feeling grief, fighting, But I feel like with the 7 of Wands, there's still people that aren't going to go with this. People that are going to have different views about this, connection. I feel like this connection, a lot of people would be against it for some reason. I think it's not traditional, it's not conventional, it's unorthodox. And that might be why you guys aren't together, is because it was too unorthodox, it wasn't traditional. It wasn't what the Joneses would do, and so other people were maybe saying stuff about it. But I feel like this person, they're getting to the point where they don't care anymore. They want to move ahead. They want to use their power to transform. And maybe they're being guided by their higher self to have this confidence to just overcome any obstacles and, remain calm at the same time, not be fighting, if they are fighting, then they're just going to fight off the people that are opposing this. I don't feel like there's fights with you guys. I think they want to be optimistic about this. I think they're disappointed about the past and maybe this breakup, and they want to overcome any obstacles. With the Chariot, I definitely think that they want to overcome obstacles. They want success. They want to focus on moving ahead and using their mental power to overcome old habits, you know, overcome, transform, and just listen to your higher self, move on the path that you're guided to, and balance out that yin and yang. So this person could also, like number one, be kind of masculine, you know, be very masculine, and they could be defensive. They could want to fight a lot, but I think they want to overcome that. I think that you guys are different. I think there's a lot of differences in you guys, and other people see it, you guys both see it, but I think there's still hurt about not being together. There was love, and it was, you know, these memories are still there. They haven't gone anywhere. So I think it's not conventional, it's not normal, but it's not caring, you know. It's not longing for approval anymore. It's just listening to your higher self, and you know, maybe going to someone older and wiser, and going to them for advice, and just realizing that, you know, who cares what other people think? You know, who cares what other people think? You know, I think this person, they want to be courageous. They want to, you know, overcome. They want victory. I think they're getting into they're feeling superior. You know, they want to stand up and be like, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to defend what I want to do. And if you oppose it, then I don't care. I'm just standing up for what I want, even if it's unconventional. I think that this person still wants to do it. And I said, you know, there's 2 sevens here. Sevens is, you know, opening up, being empathetic to those you love, to help them, to guide them, protect them. And 555 we have here, which is about change. It's about freeing yourself. It's about letting go of the old. And so I think there's a very strong message here if you pick the paint strokes. Let's do your yes, no. So hopefully that resonates with you. If it doesn't, then, you know, maybe this reading wasn't for you. That doesn't mean you have to, you know, post anything about it. Just go to a different reading. Okay? Okay. So you got yes. So whatever you asked, number 2, the answer is yes. Okay, last but not least, if you picked the cute little ladybug, let's look at your cards. You got the Tower, you got the 2 of Pentacles, you got the Empress, you got the Sun, you got the Cavalier de Dineros, and you got L'Arrow e de Fortune. Okay, so this is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. Le Soleil is the sun, obviously. Okay, so with this reading, okay, I already see a feminine and a masculine. It just, right away, it stood out to me, and between them is the yes card. So I think that, okay, maybe there's no communication, but there's definitely, this is a yes, and this, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is destiny. So I'm getting messages right away. But I do want to go over the cards so we can get a little bit deeper into it. Okay, so the Tower card. Oh, way over here, the Tower card. So the Tower, I think things are kind of upside down right now. This person is upside down right now. I just see the person. I see he's upside down. So I'm thinking that this person, everything is changing for them. Their values, their beliefs, everything's in an upheaval. Maybe their crown chakra has been hit by this lightning, and they're just Everything's changing. They could be shocked. This could be a bumpy ride for them because everything is changing in their life, and things will settle down soon. But I think that they could be shocked that their life is changing so much, or their beliefs are changing so much. They're changing, they're transforming. But everything happens for a reason, and it's getting out of a rut, you know? It's changing because it's better. It's going to improve things. So things will settle down for this person, but they're going through quite a bumpy time right now. And with the Two of Pentacles here, so it shows a man, he's juggling two pentacles. There's kind of a rainbow here, and in the background there's a lot of water. So the water represents the emotions, but this guy's not looking at the emotions. He's looking at these pentacles. He's looking at juggling everything, and he's not looking at his emotions. So this person, they could be trying to make decisions, trying to balance everything. But the good news is that they can maintain this balance. So it could be their home life, their work life, you know, trying to work on building up their pentacles. I think this person, they have a lot of responsibilities, and it's hard for them to focus on their emotions when they're having to juggle so many responsibilities. But they're doing it. They're able to do it because it's very important to them. It's what they're focusing on right now. So I think they may be doing this because of you. Maybe they want to build themselves up. They don't want to be at a 2 anymore. They want to be at a 10. So they're working on their finances. They're trying to build up their finances because they're sick of being this little, you know, this little page guy, or whoever he is. He has no name. He's not a king. He's not a knight. He's not a page. He's below a page. So he wants to be better than that, and he's very focused on that. He's not focused on his emotions. He's focused on the material world, which, you know, he could be an earth sign. You know, he could be an earth sign because we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So maturing into that Knight, I think this is a progression. But I see the Empress here, so I think this is the feminine. So if you are the feminine, then this is how they see you. They see you as someone who's very abundant, someone who's very fertile, someone who's very mothering, someone who's very sensual, nurturing, someone they have a lot of passion for, someone that emotionally they see as their wife, or, you know, they want to be. They see you as very beautiful, very sexual, very romantic. Maybe they want to get you pregnant. I don't know. But I think that they see you as very beautiful, very feminine, and a healer, probably a healer, very nurturing and healing. And so then we get the Sun card. So they want to be with you. You know, there's two people in this card, which not a lot of the other decks have. But I see that you are their sun. I feel like they feel you are their sun, and you bring them a lot of happiness. You make them enthusiastic. You bring out their inner child, and you fulfill them. So maybe they were going through a dark time with the Tower card, and now dawn is coming and the sun is coming out. So they're looking forward to moving into this happier time where, you know, their health improves, they're more optimistic, they're more enthusiastic, and I think they want that. You are their joy, you are their happiness, you are their passion, you are their beauty, and I feel like they want that, and that's why they've been working so hard. So I feel like they're not communicating with you because they're working hard on themselves, okay? Because they want to come back to you as this person who's very dependable, who's very responsible, who's very conservative, you know, maybe a little boring, but I don't think you're going to see them as that. Maybe they think that they are. Maybe they think they're, you know, kind of boring, but I think you're going to see them as responsible. You're going to see them as trustworthy. You're going to see them as a hard worker, and they're going to bring you security. They're going to bring profits. They're going to bring you know, practical things. You know, they could be an earth sign where they're a hard worker. They're very grounded. They're very methodical at planning and getting things done, getting things in order. So I really feel earth energy here. It could be in their chart. But I feel like they really want to build themselves up into this knight in shining armor because they see you as the sun. They see you as their happiness, their optimism, their joy, and beautiful, voluptuous, healing woman or feminine. And that's what they want. So they've been trying to build themselves up. And then with the last card, the Wheel of Fortune. So I think they see that this is destined to come together. This is going to be a positive change. This is going to be a new cycle, leaving behind, you know, the dark times, coming into the sun and progress. So I think it's going to be a better time in the future. It's going to be fate. There could be strange coincidences that you're noticing. I think your angels are maybe giving you signs, or maybe they're just things happening behind the scenes. You know, the angels are really working hard on this, is what I believe. And the wheels are turning, and they're turning in your favor. And so don't resist any changes, because I think the changes are moving into a positive direction. So it's going to be new love. It's going to be fortunate times. It's going to be lucky breaks that happen. And just, you know, keep believing that. Keep optimistic, because if you're optimistic, then the good vibes are going to be sent out and good vibes are going to be returned. So this person, I still think they're making decisions. They're still working hard. They're going through some financial things that they're working methodically on. They're really focused on, like, see the emotions in the background. This guy's not focused on his emotions. You know, he's focused on his work. But I think when he comes back to you, he is going to, because he sees you as, you know, his beauty, his pleasure, his passion, his joy. I think it will be good. I think he will be this night. So let's do your yes, no. Okay, so you got yes. So whatever you ask, the answer is yes. So I hope you like this reading. If you do need something more detailed or something more catered to you specifically, because this reading does go out to, you know, thousands of people. So if you need something that's catered to just you, then shoot me an email. It's amandarosetarot@hotmail.com. And I do $5 readings. That's one question. I do more questions, so I will cater to you. If you know, just want to do 2 questions, 3 questions, it's up to you. So shoot me an email and we can do that. So thank you for coming. Love and light to you, and best of luck with your person. Bye-bye.